Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about chapter 4, that is the age of Kakatiyas. What is our topic today? The age of Kakatiyas. In previous video, we shall discuss about the post-Shatavahana period. In that lesson, we will discuss about various dynasties or came to existence on the base of Shatavahana kingdom. Okay, students, today we will start a new topic, and it is very most important topic in the view of annual examination. This is most important. In that unit, one essay type question is coming, and a short question, and two very short answer questions also came from the age of Kakatiyas. So that's why this is most important lesson. So in this lesson, we shall discuss about nearly 8 subtopics. In that, the first one is the sources of Kakatiya kingdom. At any cost, when we are studying about a new kingdom or new dynasty, the sources are the most important. Why? Because the sources can indicate all the brief history of particular dynasty or kingdom. So without sources, we cannot study about a particular kingdoms. ఆధారాలు లేకుంటే మనం ఎటువంటి సామ్రాజ్యం గురించి, రాజ్యాన్ని గురించి ఇక్కడ నేర్చుకోలేము. సో ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, లెట్ ఇట్ కమ్ టు ద లెసన్. పుట్ ద హెడింగ్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ కాకతీయాస్. ఇన్ దిస్ వీడియో అవర్ టాపిక్ ఈజ్ సోర్సెస్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద సోర్సెస్ ఆర్ కెన్ బి most useful to the study of the Kakatiyas? The historians, according to various historians' opinions, the Kakatiyas source can be divided into 2 categories. How many categories? 2 categories type of sources can be most useful to the study of our Kakatiya kingdom. In that, the first one category is archaeological sources. What is first one? Archaeological sources. And the second one, literary sources. Put the heading, students. First, archaeological sources. What is archaeological sources? Archaeological sources means the archaeological department sources. పురావస్తు శాఖ ఏదైతున్నదో అవి వేరువేరు ప్రాంతాలలో త్రవ్వకాలను చేపట్టి వాటిలో లభించినటువంటి ఆధారాలను బేస్ చేసుకొని ఇక్కడ హిస్టరీకి సంబంధించినటువంటి సమాచారాన్ని మనకు అందివ్వటం జరుగుతున్నది. సో కాబట్టి ఆర్కియలాజికల్ సోర్సెస్ ఆర్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ సోర్సెస్ టు స్టడీ ఆఫ్ అవర్ కాకతీయ కింగ్డమ్. ఇన్ దట్, the first one, inscriptions. Inscriptions nothing but epigraphies. Okay, the study of inscriptions called epigraphy. Already we will study in first year syllabus. What type of inscriptions can be useful to the study of our Kakatiyas? Here I mentioned some type of inscriptions tells about the history of Kakatiyas. The first one is Magallu Grant inscription. Magallu Grant inscription. It was issued by the Danavarna. is the Eastern Chalukyans king. He belongs to Eastern Chalukyans family, Danavarna. So he issued one grant inscription, that is Magallu grant inscription. It is issued in 956 AD. In that inscription, he mentioned about the forefathers history of the Kakatiyan family. And next, Hanumakonda 1000 pillar inscription. What is second one? Hanumakonda 1000 pillar inscription. You know, 1000 pillar is the most famous. It is located in Hanumakonda. It is built by Rudradeva, Kakati Rudradeva. He was a famous king and a great warrior. Kakati Rudradeva. He built 1000 pillar temple and also issued 1000 pillar inscription. In that he mentioned some of the family history of the Kakatiyans. And the third one, Bayaram tank inscription. What is third one? Bayaram tank inscription. It is issued by Mailamba. Who is Mailamba? Mailamba was the sister of King Ganapati Deva. He was the sister of Ganapati Deva. He was also issued a inscription, that is Bayaram tank inscription. It is issued in the year 1219 C. And fourth one, Palampeta inscription. What is next one? Palampeta inscription. It is issued by Raycherla Rudra. He was general of Ganapati Deva. Raycherla Rudra. He issued a inscription, that is Palampeta inscription. And fifth one, Draksharamam tank inscription. Draksharamam inscription. It is issued by Malyala Hemadri in the year of 1237. In this inscription also indicate about the brief history of the Kakatiyans. And the sixth one, Motupalli grant inscription. Motupalli inscription. It is Ganapati Deva Abhayahastam. So it is issued by Ganapati Deva, King Ganapati Deva in the year of 1240. So it is also most useful to the study of Kakatiyan history. Especially it is most useful to the study of the political history of the great king Ganapati Deva. And also that is indicate about the victimism of the King Ganapati Deva. And the seventh and final, Chandupatla inscription. It is issued by Puvulla Mummadi. Who is issued Chandupatla inscription? Chandupatla inscription issued by Puvulla Mummadi. It is located in near Nakrekal town and Chandupatla village. This inscription indicate about the death information of the Rani Rudrama Devi. It is issued in 1289 C. So this is a brief information about the sources of Kakatiyan family. Especially this type of inscriptions are most indicate about the history of the Kakatiya dynasty. Now I will explain about the next archaeological category is coins. Coins also most useful to the study of a particular kingdom and dynasty. Here also the coins are most useful to the study of our Kakatiyan family. Why? Because coins are indicate especially particular dates and particular period, and coins indicate about the symbols of the contemporary period of society, and also coins indicate about the economy of the state. So a number of coins are issued by the Kakatiyan rulers, like gold coins, silver coins, and copper coins also. 1,000 lakh of coins are mint by the Kakatiya rulers. In that, especially Gadhyana, it is the gold coin of Kakatiyan period, and Rukha is the silver coin of the Kakatiyan period. These two coins are most exchanged in the trade and commerce during the period of Kakatiyans. So these coins also most useful to the study of our Kakatiyan family. And next, monuments. The third category of archaeological sources is monuments. అంటే వీటిని శిథిలాలు అని పిలుస్తారు, స్మారక భవనాలు. కాకతీయన్ రూలర్స్ వర్ రూల్డ్ నియర్లీ 3 decades, 3 centuries. This long time they were built so many big and magnificent temples, royal palaces, and tanks, forts, etc. These type of monuments are most indicate about the contribution of the Kakatiyans, especially what type of contribute to the culture and society of the Kakatiyan rulers. So this type of monuments also nowadays also most useful to the study of the Kakatiyans. So this is a brief information about the archaeological sources of the Kakatiyas. Next I am going to explain about the second category, literary sources. Kakatiyan rulers are patronized so many poets and scholars. A number of poets and scholars were live in the court of various kings of the Kakatiyans. They were wrote so many texts in Telugu language and Sanskrit language. So these texts are most useful to the study of our Kakatiyan family, and these texts are mentioned about the political and social, economic and religious conditions of the Kakatiyan period. Okay, in that some of most important texts and their writers are mentioned here, so that students you can write down. The first one is Panditaradhya Charitra. Panditaradhya Charitra was written by Palkurki Somana. He was also wrote another text also, that is Basava Puranam. Panditaradhya Charitra and Basava Puranam. These two texts are written by Palkurki Somana. These texts are most useful to the study of our Kakatiyan family. And second, Prataparudra Yashobhushanam. Prataparudra Yashobhushanam is written by Vidyanatha. And third one, Nitya Ratnavali. Nitya Ratnavali, it is written by Jayappa Senani. In this text, it is a musical and dance text. In this text, he mentioned about a new type of dance forms, that is Perini dance. Perini dance forms are mentioned in Nitya Ratnavali. Perini dance is our state dance. And Kreedabhi Ramam. Kreedabhi Ramam was written by Vinukonda Vallabharya. So it is also most useful to the study of our Kakatiyan family. And Pratapa Charitra, Ekamranada. It is written by Ekamranada. In this text, he shall mention about the brief political history of the second Prataparudra. And finally, Siddheshwara Charitra. Siddheshwara Charitra was written by Kasi Sarvappa, a most famous Vaghya poet in our Telangana region. So he was in this text also mentioned about the brief political history of the, and so what type of social and economic conditions have been seen in a contemporary period of Kakatiyans. So students, this is a brief information about the sources of our Kakatiya kingdom. So tomorrow onwards we shall discuss about a brief political history of Kakatiyas.